Has just unveiled that they have updated the 1 Series, and yes, you have guessed it right. Today I'm telling you briefly about the upcoming BMW M135 and also the 1 Series. I'm Junior and you're watching Junior on Cars. If you heard me right, BMW has decided to update the 1 Series and the M135i. Well, briefly, I can tell you because I don't know much, but by the time this video comes out, BMW would have said more about the performance and many more else about the upcoming M135i and also the 1 Series. So this video is just to briefly tell you what's coming up. Well, the BMW M135i and the 1 Series will obviously have the same engine, which is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. But the new 2025 BMW 1 Series and the new 2025 BMW M135i will be hybrids. Yes, it's not going to have a hybrid version and a normal internal combustion. They are all going to be hybrids. So BMW has decided to strap electric motors to boost the performance of both of them. So we can expect the 1 Series to be a little bit much more faster than the current one that we have in sale right now. And also the current BMW M135i will be slower than the upcoming 2025 BMW M135i. Well, the BMW M135i, it's most likely, maybe we hope so, that it will have more power than the Golf R, but I'm just hoping that the Golf R has more performance because, well, in a bit I'll tell you why. Well, the BMW M135i will still have a 7-speed automatic pedal shift, but only difference is going to be the performance, like I said. So BMW has just tweaked a little bit and still kept the same recipe that they have been using in the current M135i. Maybe not, because BMW has not said much about it. Well, like I said, by the time this video comes out, BMW would have said more. But let's leave that and let's jump into the exterior. And my god, like the person who designed the BMW M135i and the BMW 1 Series, that person needs to get fired, because honestly the design of it is just shit, or let me just say it in full, it's shit, because literally the back end looks worse than the front end. I mean, imagine walking into a BMW dealership and saying, you know what, I'm gonna buy the new BMW M135. Oh my god, I want to buy it so bad. And you look at it and I mean, you're just gonna wake up and regret it. You could have just bought a Volkswagen Golf R, which technically looks a little bit better if you have the Aquavision exhaust at the back, and even the normal exhaust, but I prefer the Aquavision exhaust. So honestly speaking, by just the start of this video, I just prefer the Golf R by the design, because I mean, I don't know what was BMW thinking, because honestly speaking, the BMW 1 Series, it just looks absolutely terrible. I mean, by the pictures it looks terrible. I can assume in reality it's gonna look extra terrible. So really BMW just needs to go back to the drawing board with their designs, because even the now BMW 1 Series and M135i that we have in sale, they just still look terrible. I don't know what is BMW. Obviously we can see BMW is focusing on performance and speed and whatever, but they're not taking time to step back and look at the designs of their cars, because my god, they look terrible. Including the iX and the XM maybe looks a little bit better, but honestly, my god, the 1 Series just looks absolutely terrible. It's not even gonna grow on us because it just looks absolutely terrible. Well, like I said, if you think the front end looks terrible, look at the back end. I mean, like, what the hell was BMW thinking with the design of the M135i? Adding those 4 exhaust tips, they thought it would make it better, but it didn't. It just made it look much more terrible than it did already. So BMW honestly needs to go back to the drawing board. But let's leave the exterior and let's jump into the interior. And the interior, I'm not gonna lie, BMW has actually stepped up and actually made it a little bit better. I mean, compared to the now that we have, the current BMW 1 Series and the current M135i, the infotainment system is a way of a step up. It's a big step up, and they have included to put in the new curved screen, that 10.7-inch touchscreen that they have been putting in most of their models, including the 5 Series, the new 5 Series, the 3 Series as well, and also the upcoming 2 Series and other models as well. So the new 1 Series will also have this curved screen as well, and my god, it looks much more nice than the 1 Series. I mean, imagine having that. I mean, it's much more nice. And also the new seats as well. Yes, the seats will just be the same as the A45 and also the A200. They'll be having Alcantara. Well, actually the A45 is an option to have a Alcantara, but I think also it's going to be an option to have Alcantara in the middle in the upcoming M135i. So it's a bit of an issue with these options. Maybe companies are trying to make money out of people. Well, honestly speaking, The seats of Alcantara are also worth it because they're part of the option, and I think they're just the best option to have. And also you do get the M logo on the headrest as well, so it's still quite smart as well. Well, besides that, honestly, we're gonna have a nicer cabin as well, like I said. So it's also gonna give you a sportier feeling because that's how M models are supposed to give you, a sportier feeling compared to the normal 1 Series that you buy. So BMW also has stepped up with many things as well. And unfortunately, it's gonna have a sloping headline, so head whatever it's called, roofline, let me put it like that, sloping roofline. So if you're tall, it wouldn't be really ideal to sit in the back seat, so just sit in the passenger seat. But if you are gonna have mates in it, it's going to be a bit of a problem for the tall person to sit in the back seat. So also the boot space, it's very livable with. You can put your groceries and Louis Vuitton bags and Gucci's and whatever. I don't think people buy M135 models buy Gucci's and Louis Vuittons. Instead, they buy stupid brands such as Diesel and G-Star Raw if you're South African. In America, I think they buy Balenciagas and all of those stupid brands. So honestly, it's still good for everything else. It's also a very good day-to-day car as well, because obviously if it's a 1.5 liter turbocharged, it's obviously going to give you a lot of range, and also the MPG is going to be good, so you're not going to complain a lot with. And besides that, honestly speaking, it's, like I said, a very good daily car to use, so because that's how BMWs are supposed to be. And also I think the comfort is going to step up a little bit, and it's going to be a little bit comfortable, because M135i models, I'm not gonna say they're rough on suspension, but they're good for day-to-day models, day-to-day use, because people actually use them for day-to-day use. So overall, it's still good. So what do we rate the BMW M135i? Well, let's start off with the 1 Series. Well, if you have the basic version, it's so honestly speaking, it would be better to buy the M135i, which still looks like but the performance is still going to be much more huger than what you buy for the 1 Series. So honestly, the M135i will be better version, so better model, and also the better variant. So let's rate the M135i, but let's rate the 1 Series as well. I don't want to leave the 1 Series out. Well, including the 1 Series' exterior and also the M135i's exterior. Well, the 1 Series base model, it's a 0. Well, the stepped up model with some few options, I think a 3.5 out of 10 will be a better scoreboard for it, a score point for it in general. Well, let's go to the M135i. Well, the M135i, I would rate it for the performance, I think BMW might give it more performance. So for performance wise, I'll give it a 5.1 out of 10, but for looks, 2.5. I mean, it's even 2.5 is better, 2.2 out of 10. So really, BMW needs to step up with their designs, because honestly, they're just going from worse to worse now. So really, BMW needs to go back and look at the drawing boards and take inspiration from their models, like the older 2016 1 Series and older 2001 models and many more. So BMW really need to focus on the exterior as well. But overall, yeah. Enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to watch more videos on mine, click onto the main channel to go and watch more videos on mine. And if you want to learn more, keep up with my channel, I suggest that you go and follow the channel's Instagram page, which is at Juno on Cars, and also go and follow the channel's TikTok page, which is at Juno on Cars, and more car content coming soon. So bye.